Mediterranean race. This is a new game. It's a little bit different to the UK versions. It's a little bit more testing when it comes to the train itself, setting the train up. Like I say, I've not had this game more than 24 hours. I've had a few run-throughs. It's hilarious when I do mess up. We do electric change on the run. There's three options. You have to. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. Makes for interesting viewing, that's to say the least. I've managed to get one run on time, but the rest of it is quite unique. I've never done this in the dark. Looks like I'm going to do my first one in the dark. I'm doing a scenario. Marseille to Marseille. Not sure. Drivers depot. Drivers from the depot. Marseille TGV service. Okay, so it looks like this might be a short one, and then we'll see if we can do a proper run. I thought this was a run, but obviously not. So we'll get this one out of the way, and then I'll do a proper run. Okay, let's just get started. This is south of France, of course. Everything on the station pronounces and that are all French, so but everything's in English that I need to know. So we'll try and find that cab light early, so I can set things up. Okay, here we go. So first off, let's just find this cab light. Makes life a little bit easier. What you have to do is service retention. You press that first, take control of the train. Okay, so it's not going to tell me what to do, so that's okay. I don't mind that. I think I've got the hang of it. Let's get down here. Yeah, so we want to raise that pantograph. Right, we should be in Marseille, so it should be in DC, which it is. Let's get that reverser forward. Okay, this is where the changes come. So what you have to do, you have to fire your circuit breaker up. Then we have to arm it, but at the moment that didn't sound like a good start. So let's just get that. One. So we're going to put that in manual and control. Like I said, a little bit more setting up than what you'd normally have. You normally have this light blinking away, so that's not quite right, right? Aha. Let's try activating everything first. Might make more sense. The breaker's on. Now this should make a noise. There we go. So it's just powering up. Also we've got to charge the brakes. This little annoying light flashes, so don't worry about that. Keep pressing the clear button, but it never seems to. Right, that's right. So we should be, he says, able to move forward. Yeah. So let's have a go. See if we can move forward. And yes, we've got to move in. I don't tend to do a lot of European ones because they can be quite annoying, and to begin with this was annoying, and as I can understand looking at a few of the YouTube videos, a lot of people have had problems getting the train started. When I first started this on the very first go, I was there for a good 20 minutes trying to get this damn thing to move. It's a fast train. It's a TGV, so it'll do 330 kilometres an hour. We tend to get up around that. Not so easy to control at high speed, as you'll see when we do get out on the open track. When you do have to change power, you've got a little bit of time to do it, so it's not too bad. I don't know if it's going to allow me to carry on this service or whether it's going to just finish the game when I've done this. Because I'm doing scenarios, you really don't know what's in store for you until you do them. Before I get there, I'll have a quick look outside so you can see the train itself. She's a beauty. It's a lovely train. So I've got to get in because this is not like a British train, it doesn't brake so well. It takes some doing. I have to say, it's fun. I didn't like it when I first did it. Oh no, I've wasted money here getting this one. But luckily I only paid just less than half price for it. With the March Madness going on, Train Sim Dovetail doing the doing some nice little deals at the moment. East Coast Way, you've been playing with that for a little bit. You got really back into my commuter really at the moment. That's been intriguing to say the least. I do like that. Even with this one, you know, it says about unloading people on your train there. I've looked in the cabs and I can never see anybody in there. So, okay, let's just concentrate a bit here. Oh, let's just get that to come down. You've got 2 sets of brakes on this as well. Oh, that's not good, too mad. There's 2 sets of brakes. Lord only knows why. That's the way they work it. You do get used to it. It's took a while. Not managed to bounce off anything yet, so that's it. Gonna stop me there. Right, yeah. So I've stopped a little bit short. Yeah, that was a quick one. So I think it might tail on to the next scenario into this one where I've got to get the other end and set it up. So that's just basically one of the scenarios. They can be really quick, they can be really long. So we'll just see what it's got in store for us next. So that was an easy one, 6 minutes. So yeah, it's my favourite javelin. Still love the javelin. Harlem line, that's brand new out. Don't do so well on the American ones. It's around the Big Apple, around New York Central on that. So maybe later on I might decide on that one. I tend to let people, you know, when they're new out, I don't tend to grab them straight away. I'll leave them a little while and see what issues people have. I have noticed in this one it has a few issues, a few bugs I've had. Okay, drive this northbound to as far as Avignon. Alright, okay. This is going to be interesting because I don't know if this is the one. I think this is AC, so this will be fun when we do the changeover. If I get it wrong first time, I've got to reset it, and there is a dead spot in there where it's difficult to get the train going again. So like I said, it is fun. So let's make a start on this Avignon run. So we're going to Avignon to Marseille. If we're going Marseille... so we're leaving from Marseille, going to Avignon. Okay. Interesting. Right, okay, so we're going to have to reset back up again, as you do every time. Get the cab light on. Yeah, going to take control of the service. Let's get that pantograph up. Normal. DC, yeah, we're in there. So let's get the driving mode. Is it going to let me? No, I think I've got to, you have to do some of this in a certain way. Power end, not that one, I want the other one. Come on, give it to me. That's better. Manual control. Okay. And then we'll look at these switches. So your circuit breaker that allows electricity to move around. Then you've got to arm it. No, it's not arming. So this is up on it. So yeah. Okay, so we're going to have fun here. So let's just get it. See if we can get that powered up. Something not right. What's not right? I took control. Like I say, this is a bit of fun. Come on, baby. Right, unlock the doors. Let's get them unlocked anyway. Ah, idiot! Done it again. Okay, these all tell me what's going on. So now this time, if that's the one, that should now. Yeah, good. So I think we are, apart from the lights, nearly ready to go. So we have to leave those charged at the minute, obviously because we're at a standstill. We'll probably creep forward. Very nice big one this time. I did notice it has got a bar on it somewhere, so I'll make my way to that eventually. Halfway through this I might need a stiff drink. There you go, the bar area. So we're nearly loaded, although I don't actually see any passengers. That's why I say that really ticks me off, because you think, well, don't see no one in the cabs, and then all of a sudden, oh, we are late. You see people getting off, and but there we are on red, so we've got to wait. We aren't. That's what we're screening for. Okay, are we going to go? Okay, let's knock that down. Got to charge the brakes, and then we can move. Okay, so not right again, so it's not right. Forward. All powered up, that should be all going. We should be actually moving. So there's something I've forgotten. Like I said, it's not the easiest of trains to deal with. Main control. It's just best to go back over and check what you've done. That's set. It's in DC. So one. That's active. Are we moving yet? No. What a great start. Okay, so let's get it right up. That's most likely what it's going to be. Yeah. Didn't have the brakes all the way up. There's always something with this. Not had a clean start on one of these yet. So we're going to start leaving now, and we're going to head towards the power changeover location. Now I had this down to a T in the last couple, but if it does catch me out with Avignon being AC, it's just remembering what spot. All the work's done in the early stages of this, and you've got a 67 kilometre sprint, you can boot it and go. I've invested a little bit of the last few hours on it, purely because of getting used to it. I did a German run the other day as a run through. I'm going to do another one of those probably after this video. I mean, she's a gorgeous train. Does look gorgeous, looks nice. I might even do an off the rails scenario where you can in the sim take one of these trains and put it onto a different track, as long as you go off rail, make your own scenario up. This download pack was just 11 quid on Dovetail. They got it in the sale, should maybe go for about 25 quid, but I thought, well, being it's cheap, I'll try. You don't really see much in the way of trains, purely because it's high speed, a high speed train as well. It takes a bit of time getting it going, but it takes a hell of a lot to stopping it. So that should kick up in a minute. I just want to check. Yeah, so Provence, I think it's LG, so first stop's a good one. Okay, we can start looking it up a bit. It will just suddenly start to kick and go. As you can see, it's starting now to really ramp its speed up. We should hit a tunnel in a minute. Too fussed about the speed for a minute. When you get to the platforms, all the now stations and that are all in French, just to do it French feel, so let's back that up a bit. There we go, going. Once you do hit the open brake, so open now. You do feel that speed, which is certainly going to Manchester City is slow. We'll get back in the cab. We're going to get close to now the changeover. When I first started doing this, I did panic a bit because I thought I had a short time doing it, but you can do it quite quick, or you've got over a kilometre to do a proper changeover, so you've got a bit of time. Going to ramp up probably a little bit quicker than this as we do the changeover. We'll be running around at 140 now. What you do is you just stick it in the coast and do it slowly because you've still run. I was actually doing this wrong. I had to actually Google what I was doing wrong to start with. I then realised it was one switch I wasn't switching. It was the main switch. You do forget things. It's good to do a run through maybe 2 or 3 times through the early stages if it's on RS. You can go back and do those. I've not actually timed how long this run is, so it's as long as it is. I used to get to around about 2 kilometres and start panicking. Oh no, the changeover, the changeover. The only problem I'm going to have is I've got to start panicking if I choose the wrong option. Well, I do think it's geez. The training is okay. I won't say it's great. They sort of leave you to your own devices and leave you to figure it out. So you can see 160 is coming up, but I will do a change probably before we hit the 160. It's getting close. Stopping distances are well over probably a couple of kilometres to stop when you're at high speed. So I think on the next tunnel we start to do the changeover, which is interesting, which is all this area here and a little bit of this. So it's a bit more complicated than, I should say, the Javelin. So here we go again, lining up for the changeover. So this is your first marker where you can make a start. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to switch off the power. Okay, so we're going to, what you do is you flick this off, flick it back on, lower the panto. We then, like I said, I ain't going to rush because we've got more time. So go here. Turn this to LGV, I hope. You put your panto back on. Rearm the system, we're going to find out when you get across to it. So no, so it's not that, so don't panic, lower that. If you get it wrong, go down to AC. Normal. Okay, we've gone well there. I don't really want to stop, so off, on. Okay, let's get that lowered again. Like I say, I don't think I've got through one of these without a problem yet. Okay, let's go to LGV again. That should have gone straight through normal. Come on, you've got to work this time. Oh, here we go again. Okay, we are really stuck now because I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do this time. That panto is normal, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're slowing down too much now, so come on, baby. So it's not the easiest one to do. This one, a lot of people don't tend to do this one. I thought it was LGV, but okay. Okay, let's try again. This is embarrassing. Let's just give it a second, see what happens. It definitely is on. I'll slow down to it. It's not having it, so okay, we might get this isn't going well. Should be that. Oh, I think it should be that. There is a bug in this game, I must admit. Come on, take it, take it. Can't believe it's that active. We're going to stop here. Don't know, let's reset it. Okay, if all else fails. That's up. Okay, let's power on. We actually stopped, which is a bit of a okay. Manual control. We'll suss this, but it'll take a bit of time. Now that pantograph, let's just try AC again. Pantograph up. Strange. Let's take that off. Just release that brake totally. So we're not red, that's a bit of a worry. Let's turn that off. Okay, we've got to move in again since she's rolling backwards. Hopefully we can find some power somewhere. Pantograph down, it should be LGV on there, it should be. Alright, okay, let's try this again. Normal. Come on, take it, damn little thing. Turn back on. Okay, we're getting too fast now. I don't know why not. Okay, I'm at a loss here. Probably work this time. Yeah, that works. It cannot be DC because we've just come off DC, wouldn't it? This is really where it all goes wrong. It is embarrassing, I have to say. All of a sudden that will kick on. That's definitely, that breaker is definitely on. Come on, you can do this. Come on. Everything is set. And it. Don't understand this at all. Let's move that out. Let's get it back to DC. It can only be DC. AC. Get that pantograph back up. And you're supposed to be able to see that come back up. I can't see it coming back up. I'm going to flip the power again. Flip the power back on. coming to life. I know that's much for sure. We'll start sliding backwards very quickly. Let's just bring it to a stop again. Now I do think there is a bug in this game somewhere. It should be as simple as that. That should be LG. No, it should be. I've done this for hundreds of times. All of a sudden that will finally kick into life at some stage. Let's come out of anything else. Let's just see if I can take back control again. Okay. Yeah. Why does that do that? So we're back in control of it. Right. Let's take the brake right off. We can move on. Like I say, I was expecting some kind of issue. Why are we not moving forward? Well, phew, thought we were sliding back. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get us going again, I think. Now, do I keep this on and show that this is not easy? Because it's quite embarrassing for me. We're well off of time. We're supposed to be in there already. Sometimes I've done this and I've gone straight through. I knew it was LG. I don't understand why I didn't do it. I've run this through about 3 times. All 3 times I've managed to... Oh yeah, that's a doddle. A bit prior to those 3 times I thought, well, yeah, I've got it. You flick your breaker off and you flick your breaker back on, and you do your switch overs, and you just normally rearm the system, and it normally works. But it's a bit more complex. At least on the commute you've got it. It's all on one thing and buff you away. This is a bit more. It is a bit more complex. Like I said, I've only got 6.4 kilometres away from Provence, so we will have to start slowing down soon. Funny enough. I think on my very first run, I was a bit naive, just walloped it right up to I think it was a kilometre out, and I was miles past. As soon as we come out this tunnel, I'll start to back off the speed a bit. We're already going to be late, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, well that went well. I just pulled my microphone out for some reason. Okay, as we're coming out, do is hit that straight to brake 10. We're going a bit quick, so we'll add a bit extra brake, bring this down a bit early. You have to brake really, really soon on these. It's coming down, but very slowly. Before you know it, we'll be on the station. Still travel at quite speed, so we're going to really bring that down now. I'll be at coast a little bit more from there now. Takes a bit of time, like I said, I haven't done this much, so I haven't really got used to gauging the proper stopping. One heck of a messy display, this one, but it just shows you sometimes you can make these look easy. I'd probably if I've been playing this for a month, I'd be I've got to stop too early if I'm careful. Oh yeah, never mind, we'll take that. Next thing, make sure you've got your brake on, else we'll be slipping away. Like I say, after about a month, I might grab some tannoy. I wonder who that was. I thought it was someone speaking to me. After about a month, I'll be stopping these on a penny, but you don't to start with. So let's just have a look outside, look at the station while we're waiting. The station's right down here. Don't see many people on the station. I've got to worry too much about time. So as you can see, it's down the bottom. It's all in French. South of France. Nice warm day by the looks of it. See people walking around. Don't seem to be getting on. It's obviously a double decked version as well. Okay, but so let's just get those doors shut. Okay. No real sound to the doors. You normally get a warning thing. So, okay, the bell means we can move. So we'll take the brake off. Take the second brake off, and then we can just boot it. Now we've got 67 kilometres. This becomes interesting because I've found it's quite difficult to control the speed at times because it's up and down hills, but it's pretty. Get some outside shots there. She's a beautiful train, I have to say. And then once she gets up to a certain speed, she just takes off. You just need a train driver that can drive them. So there are other things here. You can actually set a speed limit if you want. Again, just go into not the power off and you just change the speed limit. I used it earlier in early run and didn't really see much use for it because it still overruns. So we got 66 kilometres to do. It sounds like a lot, but when you get up to speed, she shifts. My last scenario, I had to do a run here, then a run back. That's why I was a bit confused about the LGV. So sometimes, I don't know, maybe I was too quick with it, I don't know. I guess it's about learning it and repeat practicing it all the time. All the knobs and switches were correct, it just didn't work. Once you get pretty close to the speed limit, it tends to knock off. This is 3.5 uphill, so we should get the speed back on. It's like this all the way, up and down here, up and down here. It's a pretty run, I have to say. I don't think I'd spend hours and hours and hours on this run. It's not as immersive as I think Rush Hour. Rolling hills and woodlands and there's a big bridge. Big flyover, I told you. I've done this in the dark or in snow yet, so that will be interesting. Plenty of time to get lots of action shots. I'm not really too worried about time, as I said, about being late. A few technical issues. I'm getting it down to the music. So, that's it, it's fine, it is fine. Changeovers, I've watched countless videos. I've seen exactly the same plot. So, not easy. You will at some stage get a minute 320, but we've got glorious countryside. What a good get on that one, I'm going to speed down a bit. Use the second brake, it tends to work. Back to 5 bar. As you can see, it's come down quite quick when you don't want it to. So 3 kilometres we'll be doing 320, we can get to that speed. played the game less than 24 hours. This DLC pack. What do I think of it? It's okay. I still don't think it rivals anywhere near Southwest. But for a high-speed run, it's good. It's a bit buggy at times. Things do happen. One of the scenarios, the speed limit plays around. It's just jumps between 322 and 322.30. It's like, well, what's going on? And you just can't keep up with it. But I was still driving up to speed scores, so I knew it was buggy. Probably the other run on here after this, and then probably move on to something else. So I've just been basically practicing. Speed on this. As you see, you can leave it on the brake turn, it doesn't really look. There's that extra brake just to put a little bit of pressure on. And that will bring it down. Obviously the further room's going through the bar, it just comes up a bit slow. It takes a bit of doing getting it down. About 20 kilometres out, I think we get our first warning, brings back down to 300, then that brings to 270, 230. That seems like we're creeping speed. Oh, wrong way. I normally have been running around about 309 kph. Normally works for me. Thought we'd just whack it a bit today. Alright, well we've got some factory K to go, so let's look outside. You'll find that this one really is quiet. Everything is in French, I think. The livery is beautiful. I think it's quite a nice train. Fully electric, so not really done much with diesel trains, but shall be looking at a few that some of the old routes and gone back in time. I know they are bringing out steam trains as well, the old steam engines, so going to create some of those. I think that's going to be Rivet Games who's going to do those. Soon we should get warned to slow down a bit, but we'll see. I've not really been used to where the markers are for the warnings, so it's a new game, not used to it. As with all, when you first start, you really it's a bit, don't know, wouldn't do this, wouldn't do that. It's a matter of trial and error, and just figuring it out really. If it was easy, it'd be boring. We're well late. We should have been there at 10:19. It's now 10:23, so it's going to be a good 5-6 minutes, maybe 7 minutes over. And get our first warning soon. A lot closer than I thought it was. About 8 kilometres out, you really want to be getting out under some kind of speed that you can control. Or 5 minutes over, 6 minutes over already. So that's going to be one. It would be 10 minutes. Who knows? I'm not too fussed. Probably not going to get a gold on this. Although I've been surprised with the golds I did get on some of them. I spent a lot of time on that changeover in the early days. Or the early hours, I should say. Days, it's 24 hours since the ball went. Even in my mind, I'm thinking, you're mad, this looks a bit complicated, but hey, if you don't know till you try. Okay, first warning coming. We should get the second one shortly once it stops flashing. It'll tell us to back off, because going to bring us back under 300, and that should be 2 seconds. Going to get the next one very quickly. Just need to brake that. That's just done us that we're at 300 mark. I'm always ahead of the game on this. Some decent amount of brake out. And that below. Still travelling quite need to brake on for a bit. Only 6 kilometres out. Just a bit more brake, just bring that down. Just get below 230. Once you get that back to 5 bar, your brakes are off really, so it's just working on that other brake. Like I say, to bring this unit down takes some doing. So that's the 200 mark, we're well below that now. It's still coming down. Still got 4 kilometres to go, but we can at some point release that brake if we need to. So I'll just take a bit of that brake off. Cruise for a bit. So leave that brake on for a bit, because we are getting quite close and still travelling at speed. They do creep up on you, these stations. There's not many stations in this, I mean it's just 3 stations. Just release the brake a bit so not too quick on it. Still got quite a way to go. So we should be at 170, but we do really need not so much speed off now. Might even overshoot us now, I think. Oh, that's going to go back under control. You just bring that brake off a bit more. Good stop as well. That'll be close. Closer to it. Edge in there, we should be alright. We'll call that it. 500, that's good, right. Yeah, we're well behind on time there. So once again you can just nip outside, have a look, make sure everybody's getting off. So I mean there's nobody on there, but there's people getting off, it's strange. It's a big old station. Quite modern. Another train outside the station. Let's see if it can come on this middle line yet. Probably ask us to close the doors, I think. Yeah, and that's it. It's service sorted on the French Mediterranean. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was a bit of a laugh at my expense at the mess up, but I'll try and do another one where we have a clean run through, but it just shows you basically it's not straightforward, so it takes a bit of getting used to. So yeah, we're what, 11 minutes over, but you didn't even get a star. Oh dear, that was bad, but there's always another. I shall rerun it anyway. So okay, well thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, even like I said at my expense. Hope to see you again soon. I'm going to do a German run, and I'll probably do that in a very few minutes, and also do that video. German runs are just as interesting as this one. And I'll say goodbye, stay safe, and see you soon.